Hey there, stranger. Are you excited for the spooky season? Because I am, and in honor of those spooky, scary skeletons that will send shivers down your spine, we're gonna be looking at just some terrifyingly bad YouTube videos. So strap yourselves in while we brew up just some terrifyingly bad search results from the darkest corners of YouTube. And to make the experience even more spooky, you can turn that red subscribe button gray just by clicking it. And that's kind of scary, right? It's Halloween miracle, as they say.
Nobody says that. Why would I say that?
Now, some backstory for what we're about to be doing. Most of you are probably familiar with Jarvis Johnson. He's another big commentary YouTuber that enjoys making fun of all the same things I do. But what you may not know is that in addition to offering just the most premium of content on his second channel, which is of course available only to the most premium of viewers, he also has a podcast that he co-hosts with his good friend Jordan Attica called Sad Boyz. Basically, they talk about their feelings and other stuff with large creators like Danny Gonzalez, Curtis Connors, Marquise Brownlee, Drew Gooden, and so on. It's one of my favorite podcasts, and I have seen all of every episode. But when I was first getting into it, I searched it on YouTube and found two Sad Boyz channels, and so I was super confused. And as it turns out, one's just like highlights, and then the other one's all the full episodes. But before I realized this, I was like, I wonder how many channels there are out there called Sad Boyz. Needless to say, I was very bored. But also there's, like, a lot of them. There are Sad Boyz everywhere. I mean, you thought those government pigeons were everywhere spying on us? That's nothing compared to the mob of Sad Boyz just watching us with their beady little eyes. So today we're going to be looking at some of these other channels called Sad Boyz and probably making fun of them. I can't think of a world in which I wouldn't make fun of them. Disclaimer, it's important to note I'm doing this all just in good fun. I'm not actually sending any kind of hate to these channels. However, that being said, if you are the sad owners of one of these sad channels making this sad content, and you don't like that I talked about your channel in my video, just hit me up anywhere at @adaniels. I'll always be plugging. And I'll take the clip of your channel out of the video. So the channels we're going to be looking at today are Sad Boyz, Sad Boyz, Sad Boyz, Sad Boyz, Sad Boyz, and last of all, Sad Boyz. Now, something weird I noticed when I was scrolling through all the Sad Boyz channel names is that all of them are either musicians, which is a term I'm using very loosely as you will soon see, or gamers, and that's it. Like, there's no vlogging Sad Boyz, no podcast Sad Boyz, no car review Sad Boyz, nothing. It's just gamers and musicians. So the first channel we're going to be looking at is called Sad Boyz, and you know these guys are called Sad Boyz because they have it in their channel title, their profile picture, and their cover photo, so you really can't miss it. But anyone on YouTube will tell you that consistent branding is super important, which of course raises the question, why is the name Sad Boyz not in any of their songs? Why are they all by Young, Lean, and Young Sherman? Did the Young family kill the Sad Boyz and take over their channel? Maybe it's best not to ask too many questions. But anyway, let's check out their music. I'm on. There's a lot to unpack here already. You got two grandparents making out, and then this middle school kid wearing like an oversized jacket. Like, look at the size of that thing. You could fit a whole nother middle schooler in there.
Shop a vendetta, I'm on, fucked up the whole game. Lean, do it, shawty, got him drugs in the hallway.
Now he's in a store wearing another oversized jacket and is on two phones? I'm pretty sure he was trying to figure out a cool flex, but being only 13 years old, the coolest thing he could think of was having just the best phone in school. So imagine the clout he'd get if he had two phones. I don't know about this guy being a sad boy, but he certainly has sad film skills. He filmed the entire video on what I can only assume is a calculator, which is weird because he had at least two phones. Probably more because everyone knows there's a direct correlation between the number of phones you own and the amount of clout you have. Albert Einstein. Our next Sad Boyz spelled it right with a Z at the end, and they're also musicians, and I don't like where this is going with the thumbnail. I'm gonna have to censor a lot of this, aren't I? What the fuck is this? This is so bad. You know I thought the Wendy's mixtape was bad, but wow, I mean this... You know, I was on the fence before, but I think I've finally decided. Humanity was a mistake. It just keeps going like this. This is literally just softcore porn shot by some high schoolers. This is what every middle schooler thinks that being a star is all about. You make it big as a rapper, and here you are, just wearing chains that you got off of Wish.com with dancers you hired off Craigslist. Also, does anyone know what they're saying? Were those even words? I know I went a bit heavy on the censorship, but YouTube is not very nice to small channels that show that, and I want you to be able to enjoy the content I make without wanting to gouge your eyes out like I do after seeing that. I'm almost ready to move on, but let me just do one quick thing first. Here. Okay, I'm ready to move on now.
In the pain section, yeah, in the pain section. I have you in the sky, you promise me rest, I don't wanna lie.
So there's not much to say about that song that I haven't said about the other two, except why is everything pink? I mean, like, at least the other guys sort of got the rap look right with the chains and the tattoos. But these guys, did a flamingo film this? My best guess is that they were super low budget, and the best they could afford was a couple of flamingos, and so everything came out pink. Either that, or maybe they took bath salts before editing this? Maybe both. Maybe flamingos take drugs now, and I'm just out of the loop. So we're done with the musicians, which means we get to move on to the epic gamers. Are we gonna maybe find the next PewDiePie or Ninja? Who knows? That's right, I do. And we won't, because the channels you're about to see make me wish my parents had never taught me to use my eyes. The first channel is Sad Boyz Films, and I know that's not just Sad Boys, but as soon as you see their epic trailer, you'll know why I just had to include them. Yeah, I don't know what's happening either. But you know, with a trailer like that, they've gotta have some production value, right? Wrong! The entire rest of the channel is just 30-second clips of GTA multiplayer. And they don't even get their own name. Each one is just called Video. Also, how does this girl roll like this with jeans that tight? Does physics mean nothing to Rockstar? Rockstar. Physics don't apply if it's sexy. And, you know, enough said. Our next epic gamer is called Sad Boyz, but as far as I can tell, there are no boys. There's just one boy. And we never see him, so face reveal at 15 subs? Let's see his content. Holy, turn that down. My ears. Also, what is this? This looks like League of Legends on steroids? A Dota 3 maybe? Is that a thing? This is not good. There's no commentary, no face cam, it's low quality, nobody knows what the game is, and oh my gosh, he has more views than I do. Is this the high quality content Susan thirsts for? What is even happening here? There's just two very thick boys fighting a bunch of tiny people that are like vomiting little balls of energy at each other, but the team colors are so similar, I'm not sure how anyone knows who's who. Okay, so I did some more research, and apparently this game is called Lineage 2 Damage, and let me tell you, there's so much more to this game than that Sad Boyz channel let on. Here's some new season gameplay of it, and it is amazing. You can really get into the gameplay. Characters are relatable. The realism of everything is so immersive. I mean, the world they've painted is just incredible. You killed by Leica G6 left HP 3346 CP 2048. 10 out of 10, random gamer. So as I was writing this script, my roommate walked in and said that it kind of looks like World of Warcraft, so I can only assume they just ripped off World of Warcraft for money. So, quality content YouTube, how is this allowed? That's illegal. And finally, everyone's favorite game, we've got some incredible Fortnite. What is this? Is this on mobile? Oh wait, he's got some jams on this one. Let's check out this epic gameplay. Coming around with the no scope. Boom. This is without doubt the greatest game of all time. I wish I could tell you anything about this game, but it looks to be in Arabic, and when I Google translated it, it said, "Praise be to God, the maximum amount of praise, and thanks be to God before and after." So, I'm a little confused and kinda scared if I'm honest. Well, we did it! A deep dive into the many faces of Sad Boyz, and oh my gosh, it was terrifying. I'm never doing that again. There were a ton of channels that I didn't feature just because the videos were too bad to show. In fact, just typing in Sad Boyz on YouTube just brings up so many results. But as far as representing the Sad Boyz of the world, I'm actually really glad that Jarvis and Jordan are the ones that are doing it. They're spreading a good message and I'm all here for it. And so I'll be leaving links in the description to all of their stuff if you want to check any of that out. That is all for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to become a stranger, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications if you like. I call my subscribers strangers because you watch my videos. And that's pretty strange. Catch you all next time.